Hello everyone, this is Unit 13 here on Scene at the Homestead. This is Update 29 of the Vermicompost Experiment. We can see here in Bin 2, back on April the 8th, that I had added bread, chocolate icing, and a little bit of citrus in there, as well as some whole pieces of carrot, which I usually like to have that stuff either sliced up thin or grated, just to make it easier for them to consume. Here we are on, May 6th. We could see that the bread has not decomposed in there. When I touched that bread, it was stiff. So what happened is that bread dried out. Apparently there wasn't enough ambient moisture to keep that moist enough to decompose. What I do notice that is not in here is that citrus has been consumed, and the chocolate icing, although it's not recognizable, is still in the same place that it was if you look at the before and after pictures there. Let's see what else. There are still pieces of carrot. They're not as visible in this section of video here, but they're there, and it just takes them a longer time to consume that, which is why I usually cut it up or grate it. We have an ambient temperature of 83 degrees. The humidity is 59%, with a soil temperature of 78.9. Overall, everything looks good in this bin. There are no roaches in there at this point, thank goodness. And let's see, there's no foul odors. Everything looks like it's going good. And some of those smaller insects that seem to have disappeared, there was 2 different varieties, are coming back. And also the spiders are coming back in there. They're really small at this point, too small to see with the camera, but they are there. And then this time I added more jelly. I found some more jelly that had gone bad back there, had expired. So I added more jelly. And also added quite a bit more moisture to this bin in an attempt to get the bread to decompose, to see if those worms would eat that stuff. I'm not sure if I've added pomegranate before. I can't remember if I did or not, but so there was some pomegranate added into the mix this time. Switching over to bin 3, here we are back on April 8th. I noticed that it looks like I didn't put any bread in this bin. I thought that I did, but clearly I didn't, because I don't see any in there. There are a couple of the little oranges and some little globs of the chocolate icing. Switching over to May 6th, it looks like the icing and the oranges are gone pretty much with everything else in there. I'm really surprised at the difference between bin 2 and bin 3, how much stuff has disappeared. There must be more worms over here in bin 3. The ambient temperature is 83 degrees Fahrenheit with a humidity of 59% and a soil temperature of 78.0 degrees Fahrenheit. There are no foul odors and no unwanted guests. Everything looks good inside this bin. I'm going to feed more jelly this time, and also throw in some uncut pieces of carrot along with the rest of the stuff. Well, not much more to note here. That's it for update 29. This is Unit 13. I'm out.